Good evening, SRA. Welcome to week 5 of our Division 2 race. We're here at Laguna Seca, America's favorite. Maybe not so much now that the new track pack came out, but
True.
this is a classic, legendary track. Really happy to be here. Haven't raced here in the league yet. Looking forward to the race tonight.
Oh yeah, very
I'm
excited.
joined here tonight. You hear him piping in a little bit. We got Jess Osborne with me.
Hey everybody, I'll be your cameraman today.
Yep, Jess will be handling the big picture, and I'll be controlling the cameras for the small screen in the bottom right. Qualifying is just getting underway here, but while the guys are going out for their out laps, we're taking a look here at the track map. This is a very tight, windy track, lots of elevation change. We're going to see it's going to be really hard to pass here. Just by nature of there's really short runs between the corners. So if you set the lines up right, there's not much anybody can do to take advantage of a poor exit. By the time you pull alongside, you're already in the next corner. So
Definitely.
it's gonna take something catastrophic here for any position changes, or maybe it's gonna be somebody's gonna pressure somebody into that mistake. There's sand and gravel on the outside of every single turn.
Yep.
No grip out there. You're gonna find yourself washing out.
Yeah, well if
Maybe hit the wall.
if it's anything like last night, the recipe for success will be just consistency, just survive, because people will go off in front of you if you stay out of fights.
Absolutely. Iconic corner here. We know it by the name, the corkscrew. Turn 8 and turn 8A there on the track. Some of the most fun driving to do. Oh, it's terrifying, but
took me
when
out
you
twice
hit the line right through there, oh no. No, when you hit the line through there right, it is one of the most satisfying sections in the entire game.
Oh, for sure.
We'll see some highlights there.
Bouncing off a trampoline and then you're flying.
Yep. Feel the car get real light through there, and got to have it pointed the right way coming down that hill.
Well, now that some of our drivers have finished their out lap, we should be seeing some times coming in soon.
As is standard here for SRA, we split the qualifying session up half and half. We will see our silver division qualify in the first 15 minutes, and the gold division qualify in the second half of our 30-minute session. So we'll see on track right now are our silver drivers. Got 15 minutes to put in the best lap they can, and figure out what spot they're going to start the race in.
And I think we're going to see some times that make me feel a little ashamed. Because I was really happy to do a high 123 last night, and I'm in Division 1. And judging by the practice times I saw from these D2 drivers, they might be up racing with me next season.
100%. There's some talent down here in D3. I'm sorry, D2 and nice. D3.
That's
for
true,
that
yeah.
Too.
A lot of them are going to be bubbling up soon too.
Yep. A lot of talent. We'll see if the front runners can keep it clean. They'll be doing real well for themselves here. Just got to put together a good lap in quality. As I said, it's super hard to pass, so you got to put down the best possible lap you can here right now. Set yourself up for the race. As it stands, we have Cranky sitting on provisional pole with the 23.9. Very respectable time from him.
Not surprising to see him doing well in the NSX. Last night seemed to be an NSX show as well, and a lot of people were expecting it to be a Porsche show.
Yep. Kind of caught me off guard. We don't have too many Honda drivers, but apparently this is the track to run the Honda at. There's been a little bit of a
He's only joined by Subtution, who is also fast around here in practice. I think he might even be P1.
Yeah, I saw his lap times
right now, though. He must be dialing something in. That big brain's working.
I saw his lap times in practice, and they were certainly competitive. Looking forward to seeing him come out and put down a heater.
I'm looking for a heater right now. Maybe Queso?
Queso just ran up, put himself P5.
Very nice. Oh, is that Roar now? I don't think I've seen this car. I don't recognize this Bentley. Is he new? I like it. I like it a lot.
I do too. That name's not familiar to me either, actually. He might be a newcomer tonight.
Not a slow newcomer, Bentley. That's for sure.
Right. No.
Oh, Crinky having a moment, invalidating his lap.
Just caught Rodriguez cross the line, put himself up in P9 with an improvement there.
And the new guy Roar improves up to P3.
Wow.
How about a Rimzik? He's up more than half a second. And this bland black McLaren up to P4. Oh, that's so. What you just see these two cars going so close together because the pit exit is so tricky on this. It dumps you out pretty much right on where the racing line wants to go. So there is a very strict penalty if you cross that. We'll manually be adding a brutal penalty. I forget how long it is. It doesn't matter. You don't want it.
I think it is a 130-second penalty if you're caught crossing that line in qualifying or the race.
Enough to make a grown man cry.
Yes.
Martinez improves hugely back up to P2 again, reclaiming his he was there before. And those two have a huge gap on everyone else, Holmes and everybody behind.
Martinez has been really consistent in that Ferrari. Generally catch him on...
Sorry, commentator's curse. We'll look away.
Yep.
My bad.
Yep.
My bad. That's on me, and I'm sorry.
That's on me too.
Rios big up on his Delta. Maybe not enough to gain a position, but certainly a more solid banker. Better exit. Yeah, not quite enough. Oh, it is. My math is terrible. I went to college, folks, but he improves up to P11. How about Lewis? Very nice, but let's see Lewis from Eagles card. Well, he's up like 0.8 when I went to him. He's still climbing. Now he's up 1.3 on his Delta. That's going to be enough for quite a few positions. Can he do it? Yes, he can!
Nicely done.
Oh, we didn't see anything, Matt. Don't worry. Didn't see a thing. Next up to improve, though, Nathan Schaefer, up 0.8 on his lap right now. And that would put him knocking on podium in that Portal McLaren, teleporting up onto the podium. Can he do it? He's got one sector left to pull out maybe another couple tenths. And on to the back straight. Gets a good exit. I'm not sure it's enough for the podium, though. Nope, P5. Still very nice. How about Kevin Kovac? He was my my teammate in, I've already forgotten what series, maybe a one-off race, I think endurance race we did the other week. And the beautiful Porsche, maybe one of my favorite liveries for it. I love those colors. And he's doing really well right now too. He's about to put himself in the top 5 drivers.
I'm right there with you. That's one of my favorite cars in the league, and he is quite talented in that thing. I think you guys did all right in that series. Am I wrong?
I think we only did one race, and I think it went all right. I don't know, man. I've been so busy, and doing so much racing. I don't remember how every race went.
Yeah,
I've forgotten most of yesterday, but anyway, he's up half a second. That's enough for at least 3 positions, and it is up to P6.
I'm catching Cranky here in the small screen up on his Delta, already sitting provisional pole, trying to build up that gap and buy him some cushion before the gold division comes out here in about 4 minutes.
Yep, this is the lower division drivers in this race, so the timers are only going to go even higher. And all these drivers have to reckon with the fact that Subchition is about to come in here and also put in a 123-ish time. But yeah, Crinky right now, with a 123 flat, even most of the gold drivers are going to have to try really, really, really hard to come close to that.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed to say that's
a little
faster than I qualified last night.
Yeah, me too, man. He's fast.
It kind of stings a little bit, but good show there from Cranky. That's a solid lap time. That's going to be really hard to beat for these guys.
Yeah, and Martinez too. Oh, Kovac having it off. And now my timing charts look like a sea of red. No, not many people improving by much at all. I'm just seeing more yellow, more off tracks. It's chaos.
It is. You know, something that caught me off guard last night was in qualifying, the track is fast conditions and not optimum. So
yes,
when we practice, we're usually under, premium conditions.
Yeah, everybody
in the
does.
Optimum track.
Everybody practices optimum.
You come out on the fast track, there's not as much rubber down, not as much grip, and around here, grip is absolutely everything. And you might find yourself trying to push the car like you were in practice, and it's just not there.
Yep. Rodriguez pushing, and the car is there. He nabs P4 just now. DJ Watts having a moment. Rodriguez as well. No, he's just waiting to... That's the last corner, right? What's he doing? Can't park there, sir.
You better get a move on. It's got time to maybe put in 2 more laps here.
Yeah, if he doesn't stop at all. Ooh, Formigel spinning around.
Yeah, it seems like everybody I put the camera on is having some kind of incident here.
Well, we told you folks, this track is really damn tricky. It's going to claim a lot of victims. Oh, more victims.
And there goes another.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
Catching Rimzik here. Gets a good run down the straight, up 2.5 tenths on his Delta. Good enough to bump him up a spot, P10 for him.
And Bowden bumping himself off the track. Gets them away safely, though. Everybody gets around him. So who else is improving? Looks like everybody's done just about their best.
Yep.
Nope, maybe Rimzik shows us a little bit more. Let's ride along with him too, so folks get a sense for what the elevation changes for this track is like. So I love this corner, but then after this, the pucker moment, the factor kicks in. You gotta be brave, brake here, chuck it, rotate, early on the gas and pray that you're not aimed on for the sand. And then here, you're braking into a blind corner over the crest. Brake here. Brake, release, turn. Patient on the gas. If you get on the gas while you're still turning left, you're immediately going to oversteer because you have no weight on your back tires. And you're going to keep turning left and go straight into the wall, as I did twice. Feels good, man. And then the hairpin onto the back straight. Oh, he misses the apex. That's going to really hurt his time in and out of that corner. And his lap's honestly ruined there. He's down 3/10 now, and he knows it. Yep. Sorry, buddy.
Had a little something cooking there, and one little mistake like that, just a little off the apex, and
yep, you're gone.
It's everything.
Now Foster, he started this flying lap just before time ran out, so he's going to be able to finish this. He and Rodriguez they're both out still, about to finish very good laps. Both of them up 6/10. They're climbing, getting better and better. They saved the best for last. Rodriguez 9/10 up. A whole second up.
This is going to be good for Rodriguez. Let's see the jump here.
Up to P12 for him. Very nice. Followed by Foster, who's up 5/10 good enough for one more position. And with that, now we're going to have a whole bunch of our what do we call these guys? I don't know. We change our nomenclature too much.
This will be the gold division.
Gold division drivers. They're all filing out, warming up their tires, getting ready to go. Hell, some of them are. Oh, they're just getting yellow flag because we're going slow. So now our gold drivers are out. I want to talk about our top 3 drivers for this division right now, and there's a funny commonality between all of them. So our P1 driver right now is Josh Damiani, and he earned that by getting he got P1 twice so far in this season. So great job by him. Our P2 driver, newcomer, Dylan Ambrose, he's finished P2 twice this season. And the same thing goes for P3. Also a new guy, Austin Gardner, who's gotten P3 twice this season. So very consistent performance between all 3 of them. I would actually bet money that all 3 of them are going to finish 1, 2, 3 tonight.
It's a good shout there. Just a matter of what the order's going to be. You know, the Aston Martin got that low rev power bump recently.
Oh, that's
that really
good.
might help that car here. Get some extra dig out of these tighter corners.
Following along with Austin Gardner, our current P3 driver. Ooh, I think he just invalidated his first attempt at a hot lap. That sucks.
Yep.
But let's ride along with my favorite Lamborghini. Brian Anderson with the Galactic livery. He's put in a great lap right out of the gate. Puts in a solid banker, good enough for P4. Just about as fast as I went in qualifying yesterday. So I'm not a good measuring stick. I'm the run to the litter up in D1, but very good job.
Good to see a Lambo putting in work. Do we have a Lamborghini in D1 this season?
I couldn't tell you. I don't recall seeing many, if any, at all.
I don't think we have one, so
yeah,
Brian Anderson might be the fastest Lamborghini in the league right now.
Hell yeah, nice.
We got Jerry McDowell in chat saying, Kish first, second, and third.
Sorry, Ambrose invalidates his current attempt at a lap. He was doing all right. And Subchition puts in a absolute banger. A 22.7, excuse me? Excuse me?
Alrighty then.
I think this guy was cheating on weigh-in day.
Release the sandbags. Subtrition's coming.
Ooh, Colin Shea was flying for a moment. Takes that uphill apex that we followed along a couple minutes ago. A little too hot. Can't say that hasn't happened to me. And that's what it looks like when you survive that corner. It looks like Ambrose is about to finally put in a lap in anger. He's up 5/10 now. That's certainly not his best, but that'll put him in P10. Oh, he's up 7/10 now, climbing. He and Josh. Around the final hairpin. From P19 to P6.
All
and
right.
for Josh, from P19 to P6. They're both neck and neck. If they were racing each other, if they were next to each other, they would be bumper to bumper for the past 2 laps. I wonder if they know they're racing each other right now. I'm sure they know now. They saw each other chasing each other on the charts. Like, can't shake each other. And now it's Ambrose improving, up 5/10. That's enough for P3 at least. Oh, but can he hold it? No, he's losing it. And as he's losing it, Josh is gaining it. Ooh, cut it really close there. That or I don't know the lines. Which is entirely possible. But they're both improving now. Their deltas went up and down, but now they're both about to finish about the same kind of lap. But Josh, he gets the better exit. He looks like he's going to improve 3/10. And that is good enough for P3.
Uh-oh, server's going crazy.
Whoa. Deja vu. It's like I've been in this place before.
Uh-oh.
Are we good? They seem back on track now. I wonder if that invalidated people's laps. Very weird.
It's definitely invalidated my game. Look at this. I got Fogus hanging out on the power line up there.
Oh, can't park there, sir.
Somebody take a screenshot of that.
That's illegal.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. How'd he get up there?
What the dog doing? Ooh, Ambrose was improving hugely as the moment goes off, invalidated. And Anderson, I don't think he's been able to best his previous best lap, and he's slowly slipping down the order, down to P7.
Looks like my game might not have recovered, so I might have to...
Yeah, looks like it.
Shut down and restart here.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I turned off my
Jess will take over. Jess will take over the solo cam for a second, and I'll be right back in the small screen.
And we're almost at 5 minutes left in qualifying, and it looks like the order might have been mostly found now. People are struggling to pull out more time. As they're trying, people keep going off. Colin Shea invalidating his lap. Oh, Jaworski as well. And Astolfo as well. Very hard to keep it together right now. So I'm not sure what the temp started at, but the track is now at optimal. So let's follow our Super Dave. He was 4/10 up, 7/10 up, going into Sector 3. That's a huge improvement. That'll put him up at least 4 positions. A whole second now. Dang. Going into the final hairpin. Clean exit. Good for 16 positions. What a flyer from Super Dave. Super lap in the
Goodness
Super
gracious.
Test car. And Anderson's... Oh, he did find the time that he had lost. He was up 3/10. But, oh, he loses it all on a bad exit on the final hairpin and puts in an identical lap to his previous best. If he had held on to those 3/10, he would almost be on the podium. Well, for the start. I'm sure somebody's mad at me for referring to the podium for starting positions. Nerds.
Geeks. Dweebs. We know what you're saying.
Man, I love this flying camera angle. ACC has some really good cameras for some of the tracks.
Yeah, this one is absolutely no exception.
Ambrose up 4. Oh, he was up 6/10, and now he's losing it going into the final sector. But he's up 3/10, and that's not nothing right now. 4/10? That could put him on the first 2 rows. 5? How about 6? Give us another one. No? 5/10? That'll do. That'll do for P4.
Good lap there.
Oh, and right as we were saw that, Anderson says, oh, I'll do even better. He finds the time he was missing, puts himself in P3.
Alrighty.
And next up, trying to put themselves in the top 10 is Solfo. Ooh, you saw it there, folks. He nearly lost the rear end there. Looked like the car would never stop turning, and he definitely suffered for it. His delta definitely fell back down to 0. But he did keep it valid. Maybe he can squeeze some time out of the last corner. Either way, he's got 1 more lap to improve. 2, actually. Substitution still comfortably sitting at P1, 3/10 delta, 2/10 behind that, 2/10 behind that. Like, yeah, these 3 drivers I think are gonna maybe walk away with it, unless they're qualifying Andes. Ooh, Ambrose onto the final corner. He'll be starting his last lap behind somebody else, but he is good enough for this one for 1 more position up to P4. Ooh, sorry. Caster's curse once again. I didn't see anything. We'll look away.
Seems to happen every single time.
Every time.
You weren't even saying anything.
Nope. How would he have
That
known?
time was just the camera.
Even if he had the stream on in the background, how would he have known I was looking at him? He couldn't. It's magic. It's magic. So let's take a look at Anderson going into Sector 3, up 2 tenths, falling down to 1. Maybe he gets a little bit more time. Get another tenth or two. He'll be starting P2. And when he's finding it,
would be a big advantage to start on the front row.
Braver on the brakes. Better on the exit. Oh, he's finding it. Oh, almost. Almost.
Oh.
So close.
68 thousandths?
Hundredths, but yeah, so close.
Not even a tenth.
And with that, the time's running out for most of these drivers now. I'm seeing everybody been validated or down on their laps. So I think that will do. Kind of hectic qualifying. Entirely unexpected. Well, a little bit unexpected. Expecting Josh to be a little bit higher up in the order, but he's rounding the final corner for his last go at it, 600ths down. And he'll be starting in the third row tonight. Oh, look at that. I hadn't even noticed their teammates.
Ooh.
What? Ooh. Where'd he go? There was an NSX right here. Where'd he go? Is he in pit lane now?
Oh.
There was an NSX here.
Oh no.
Well, you're going to miss the track walk, but it looked just like this one. What is this? An egghead? Little fellas? Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
No.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
No way. Yeah, Cranky is not in the server. He disconnected.
He disconnected. Try and reconnect real quick, buddy. Another pair of teammates right next to each other. Very nice. Super Dave. Super Dave. Super Dave. Oh, I love this. Look at these tasteful colors. Oh, the subtle thickness of it.
That is nice.
Oh. Update your livery, sir. Or is this livery? He's just 720S. He's just some guy who brought his car. Said, I'll race. I'll bring my McLaren. Very nice. Look at all these McLarens. It's disgusting. Except for this one. Ooh? What's this?
Ooh.
Hello?
That's a new one.
Who is this? 30 seconds. Who are you? 357. Who are you?
That is Robochod.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I do too.
20 seconds.
Alright. 20 seconds. Yeah.
10 seconds.
Y'all ready for an exciting warm-up lap?
I am. Got a packed grid here. Get the tires as hot as you can.
It might actually get exciting at the end. People are going to be hauling ass to get up to the starting spot.
Oh yeah, they call for the formation, the 2x2 formation, real early in this one. You gotta be ready for it, and they make you race through the corkscrew. I know last night we saw, I think, one driver find themselves in the wall, pushing a little too hard on the formation lap. Hope that doesn't happen to anybody tonight.
Yeah,
but
happened to at least one guy, yeah. And whatever. I remember I was starting at pretty much at the back, and the lights went green like very like instance after I rounded the final hairpin, so it was a little hectic. Not fun.
It'll be a backup coming into turn 1 though, so thankfully you can kind of ease your way back up to the bumpers of the guys in front of you. Well, we had 2 Hondas on the front row. We're down to 1, but based on that quality, looks like Subchition's got the heat tonight. And see, Michael Jeffries actually called him to win the race. He's been placing bets all season, and I think he's lost quite a bit of dough and hasn't hit yet. But he might have his winner tonight. I hope he put the bank on it.
That's a good bet. I wouldn't bet against it.
Our usual suspects, Damiani, Ambrose actually in P3, so he's still in a great spot. Damiani P5, got a little work to do. And Gardner rounding out the top 3 of our championship down in P9. Still within the top 10, but on a track like this, it's going to take some mistakes from the guys in front to put it on the podium. Looks like the guys are forming up here, getting ready for the race start.
Yep, race leader is about to round the final corner. But it'll be a ways after that because he's got a whole train of cars behind him who have to make that corner too. Last minute chance to get your snacks. We are about to race start.
Green light.
And we are away. Leader gets a great start. P2 falling a little bit behind. Oh, and it looks like P3 is already up into P1 already. Excellent
behind
start
as well. We got drivers taking the pit lane to avoid the accidents there. And our race leader, Subchition, picked up a drive-through on the start for being out of position there.
Oh, no way.
Might have jumped the gun a little bit.
Oh, what a race-ruining start to what otherwise would have been outstanding. But the winner here is Ambrose, who immediately goes from P3 up to P1. And we have got nose to tail pretty much all the way to P16. So looks like we've got 2 stragglers, a couple people who didn't make it. Oh, and I missed a front runner going off, Normando. I think he was up in P3. Gets tapped around. Now he's struggling to get back onto the track because he's got to fight sand and the racing line. And he finally tucks in at P25. That sucks. Meanwhile, the fight for P3 still staying spicy. Anderson has fallen back 2 positions, and but he's still in the fight for his P3. Damiani and Martinez took it. Oh, and just look at how close this racing is behind him too. Oh, and Astolfo falling down the order from P12, having a big incident. Let's revisit the leaders up ahead. Subchition, even with his penalty, which I imagine he would want to serve kinda soon. Want all the time in the world to make the passes. But also maybe he wants to take some time to let the pack spread out behind him, so he has to make fewer. I don't know what he's thinking right now. But I guess I know what he's thinking. He's trying to take P1 right now. He doesn't care. He's fighting him. He's racing for position right now.
Oh, madness coming up the hill to the course.
Oh no! Oh no, what happened? Oh, I gotta get the replay.
Jose Guzman, Matt Boudin.
Let's see, I'm looking at the replay right now, so we're going almost too wide. Ooh. Alright, so we go single file out. Oh, it's chaos in front of him, and he drives into it. Fortunately, they come to a rest off the track. But he pays the price for the sins of his fathers. Sorry, man. But back up ahead, Josh Damiani setting the fastest lap of the race so far. If he keeps that up, he'll be reeling in subtrition. So Guzman goes into the pits. What is that? Oh, Normandeau having some drama in the midfield. So we know this is one of the faster drivers, and he's surrounded by people. He just wants to get by. And it looks like he has a not too slow Audi right behind him. Spaghetti says, thank you. I'm the faster pink car around here.
Look at the front end of that Mercedes.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, he's going to have all sorts of damage. I didn't even think about that. Martinez, though, loses 2 positions up front, slipping from P4. I say this battle up here is kind of feisty. Subtrition is falling back. It looks like he's dove into the pits, so he's going to get that penalty served ASAP. And that'll leave Damiani up in P2 then to reel in Ambrose. I'm going to follow along with Damiani for this, or for Martinez with this really close fight with Scott. Oh, a little too close. No touch, no touch. On Fogus reeling him in, he's even closer behind. Oh, catch the slip. Nowhere to go. Blocked off.
Crash on the front straight. Cranky, who reconnected to the server, and Carlos Guzman.
Ooh. Oh, look at this train, though. Following him nose to tail. Looks up the inside, thinks about it. Didn't have the overlap, though. We have drama in the midfield, though, so that, and I think that was Formigel or Rally getting yellow flagged for going off track. So Subtrition has served his drive-through, and that has landed him back in P16, about to be P15, getting the move done on Colin Shea. So it doesn't look like Subtrition has has much, if any, damage at all. So I expect to see him tearing his way through the field very soon. Oh, we're almost going 2 by 2 through that corner.
Yeah. Gardner's been fighting off Martinez in front and kind of brought Fogus in from behind. Not far behind him, Eric Boardman in the Audi, looking at the McLaren now.
This is 2 laps now. These red, white, and blue cars have been nose to tail. Oh, and he's thinking about the outside. That is the very, very long way around. I don't think I've seen that move work, but the McLaren nearly goes off behind him. Going real fast. Too fast, buddy.
A little further back, Roger Rodriguez in the blue McLaren finding himself sideways here in the corkscrew. Oh, just bangs off the wall just to turn the car. Oh boy, we're going 3 wide here.
Oh man, look at this in the pip. Going 2 by 2 now, filtering through. They made it.
Oh boy. Mess.
Oh, I'm seeing lots of positions. Oh! And Gardner gets spun around.
6 cars on the screen.
What happened here? I wasn't even looking at the main camera. I was looking at the pip. Oh, just too much onto the sand. So yeah, Gardner eventually settles into P20. Oh, we're going 2x2 again. Action absolutely everywhere. I can't even capture it all. So it looks like now that Ambrose might have the best of this. He's put in the best lap. He's P1, and he's walking away from Josh Damiani, who is our current championship leader. So this is about to be an excellent race from Ambrose. He can bring it home.
Yeah, I bet you he's real happy to see guy in front of him DCs, and then B1 gets a drive-through right off the rip.
Can't ask for more.
Almost gifted a P1 here. Just got to hang on, drive a clean race. Still got a long way to go. We're only 10 minutes in.
Oh my gosh, we're only 10 minutes in.
Oh, another car off track here. Jose Guzman. Not having the best of races. I think he was involved in an earlier scrap on the start-finish straight.
Yes, he was. Oh, and let's look at this. Anderson's been getting a run on Josh. Oh, he's trying around the outside.
Going defensive. Might hit him with the switchback. Damiani covers.
Yeah, it's very. I think it might be impossible to pass around there as long as the driver ahead defends.
It's a tricky braking zone coming downhill that steep. Got to know how to take all kinds of lines through there. That's one of the premier passing spots if you're able to set it up and force your opponent off his usual marks. Well done there from Damiani, holding on tight. Oh, Foster with a big hit into the wall, facing the wrong way down a really fast section there.
When Anderson really deep into that corner. That brings him into the clutches of a blue flag right now, and not a slow blue flag, so he'll be wanting to get around Anderson. Oh, and one of our previous front runners, Martinez, has a small moment off track. Looks like he's going to lose him about 2 seconds of time. But he keeps it together mostly. Oh, and Turner gets around Spaghetti convincingly. Spaghetti falling back immediately into the clutches of Gardner. Gardner, one of the newcomers, our current P3. Wait, is it the same Gardner, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Austin Gardner, our current P3 driver in the championship. So he's probably got the pace to get this done. It's a matter of time, though. Nobody said it would be easy.
Yeah, he must have gotten caught up in something. I think he was starting P9.
Oh, and it's happening. He's going around the outside.
Here we go.
And he does get around the outside. But up ahead, Schaefer, he got into something, and he must have lost about 5 seconds because he lost 2 positions to Rimzik and Supa, Dave.
Oh, another hit there.
I see drama in the pip.
Jose Guzman in the pink Audi for the 3rd time this race. Just not his night.
It is Formigle's night. He just got 2 passes done in like no time. What happened here? Oh, and Too late, I missed it. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, and both drivers crowding the guy behind. Just some good defensive driving. And Schaefer up ahead again. Oh, it's because he's going to the pits. So yeah, he's probably got some damage from that previous incident. So let's go back up ahead to our current 3 front runners. Anderson has kept Josh in arm's reach, and Josh has done his best to keep him right behind. Let's ride along. I love that corner. You feel like you're hanging on for dear life.
And this whole track is holding on for dear life.
That's true. That's true. We got a close battle brewing right here. Three-way battle for P16 between Turner, Gardner, and Spaghetti. Still 2/10 between both of these drivers. Look at how close they are. Keeping it clean.
Man, I've been watching Cranky, who qualified P2 and DC'd on the starting grid. He's been working on trying to get past Formigel. We know he's got faster pace, but Formigel's just parking the bus here. Looks like Cranky's getting a little agitated, a little pushy with it.
Yeah, Turner tried parking the bus, but he outbraked himself, and Gardner went up his inside, and he's away to P16, free to chew through the rest of the pack now. The next of which will be Rimzik, who's currently fighting Super Dave.
Okay.
Super Dave. Owen Cranky and Formigel swapping places again. Oh, what? Almost.
Rimzik.
So Rimzik nearly does the impossible and tries to go up the inside, so Dave narrowly misses him, causes him to cut the right-hander pretty severely, but he does keep it on track, and they can survive to fight another lap. So meanwhile, this whole time, Boardman in P6 has been having a good fight with Foguth. Must be 3 or 4 laps now that they've been within a second of each other. As they get around a blue flag who's, must be a blue flag who went halfway onto the sand. That was very polite of you, if extreme. Oh, but Hartman gets an excellent run on Constantine. Staring down P9 right now. Oh, and he gets a little bit too much rotation, and he's late on the gas, and that's going to kill his chance of getting him in this sector. And that brings Subchition, who was flying, nearly trying to go around the outside of him. So he is a blue flag, so he's let's say assertively forcing his rights to go up the inside of a blue flag. And Subchition, gets around Hartman for, or no, that was for position. Yeah, Subchition was fighting for position. That was another car was the blue flag.
Yeah, what a move there from Subchition.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. And Boardman's still trying to muster the gumption to get it done on Foguth. As my old teammate Kovac gets to move down on Spaghetti in the midfield for P19. Oh, could you? Oh no! Boardman goes up the inside, gets alongside, but gets the door shut on him, and they both spin out on opposite sides of the track as the rest of the field comes filtering through them.
Looks like Boardman's going to wait for Fogut to get going again. Good sportsmanship there.
Yep, keeping an eye on each other.
So just racing a little too hard.
Yep. So he lets them through.
There he goes.
Yep. Good stuff. Meanwhile, Constantine and Subchition gets another position or two. Yeah, one more position. And Boardman, sorry, never mind. We already saw Boardman. Meanwhile, up ahead, Anderson is struggling to keep Josh in his clutches. He's now fallen more than a second gap between them. So out of the slipstream, not that it matters too much for this game. Gardner getting rimsick now. And now Gardner gets to take a crack at Super Dave. So let's watch Constantine fend off Hartman for a while. Well, he's actually slipping back, so let's watch my teammate Kovac spin reeling in Turner instead. Oh, he gets a way better run, but he's looking at the inside. He knows he doesn't have it though. Just tucks in a little bit closer, slowly reeling him in. Ooh, there's a car in front, wiggles up way out. That was Guzman.
That's Carlos Guzman. So both of the Guzman brothers having a tough night tonight.
We hate to see it. Sorry, guys.
I think actually Jose is already thrown in the towel. He's out of the server. Carlos just teleported to the pits.
On Super Dave, teleporting on and off the track. What happened here? Oh, yep, a little bit of that sausage. You lose your grip, you go straight. If you go straight for a moment, you're losing that corner. Very fortunate for him that he's able to keep it mostly together, though. So let's jump back up ahead to our battle for P2. Anderson still, well, Damiani's still keeping Anderson behind, but Anderson's still staying close.
Yep. And only 4 minutes to go here until the pit window opens.
Yeah, that's going to shake this fight up for sure.
I wonder if he's already thinking up some strategy options here.
Probably opposite of whatever Josh does.
Yep. Gotta be watching and find some way to shake things up.
And so Subchition has reeled in his next victim, Chris Holmes, right up ahead, less than half a second. So we might as well park right here. We know something's about to happen.
And what a try from Subchition.
Oh, and could you put the camera on Foguth? He's had a moment. He's just lost 5, 6, 7 positions. 8, 9.
Oh, he's in a
Get
terrible
the replay,
spot
please.
here.
And Subchition does tuck ahead of Holmes, but now let's direct our attention to the replay and the pip. Into the corkscrew. Oh, oversteer. Oversteer City.
It's a classic.
Oh, and Anderson gets a great run on Damiani, still staying in this fight as they're both got to navigate. Oh, they got to navigate a blue flag in the corkscrew. The blue flag totally cuts the corner. I guess that is a way to get out of the way, isn't it?
That is one option.
Oh, and Holmes. Holmes loses 3 positions going off track. But let's stay with Anderson. He's now down to a 10th between Damiani. Way braver on the brakes. But an equal exit, not good enough. Oh, and as I look away, Super Dave loses 6 positions. Can we get an eye on that?
Try to go back here. Oh, Super Dave into the wall. Picking up some front end damage.
And a whole lot of positions, a train of cars that he was leading files through. Oh, let's see Kovac though. He's in striking distance of Chris Turner coming into Sector 3. Oh, he is hunting. But not quite a good enough breaking into the final corner. Meanwhile, behind, we've nearly going 2x2 here. We got a parking lot of cars fighting for P16. So we got Rimzik, Spaghetti, Krinky, Astolfo, Super Dave, all fighting for this spot. I don't think any of these are blue flags. Ooh, it's popping off.
Oh, Super Dave.
Into the vortex of danger. Oh, and he doesn't quite take enough of the apex to make the corner. And goes into Astolfo and spins himself out. I hate to see it.
Here comes Cranky though. Is he gonna send it? Decides not to.
Oh, but he gets a great run out of the corner.
Yep.
He's right on top of Spaghetti. But he knows he kind of has to tuck in behind for this bit. And hope for an even better exit here. But he doesn't quite get it. Oh, but we got to jump ahead. Subchition found his next victim. He's going side by side with Martinez. Trying to go around the outside. Nothing doing there. I gotta say, what a commanding drive from Subchition. In spite of that drive-through. Oh, and can we get, yeah, chaos, brutality, carnage.
Let's see what happened here.
Oh, way outbreak himself straight into the same thing as before. And so the pit window opens, so a lot of these drivers who were getting real annoyed of each other and now have an option of getting away from each other. But as I was saying, a really commanding drive from Subchition. In spite of the drive-through penalty sending him way, way down the order, he's found himself almost now. He's looking at P5 right in front of him.
That's incredible.
So Ambrose is coming to serve his pit stop. He previous leader. So we're really going to want to see where Josh comes out in relation to him when they're done. Whole lot of drivers are entering the pit now. We're about 5, soon to be followed by way more. Let's follow current P1, but effectively P2, Josh. Oh, what a bad time to get a pop-up headset battery. Oh, what a bad time to get a notification that my headset battery is low.
Oh no. Well, we got 33 minutes here. Let's hope it makes it through the show.
I'm gonna go find a long cable.
Well,
I found my long cable.
Okay, great. Amongst all the chaos, we must have missed something. Anderson has now fallen off of Damiani by 12.5 seconds. He must have had a little bobble and maybe went off into the gravel.
Oh, you're right.
He was hanging off of Josh's bumper for a while, and
yeah, you're right.
Josh right now, he's in broad daylight. Might make his pit decision a lot easier for himself, not having a Lamborghini in the rearview mirror for half an hour.
So Astolfo, with his very damaged Barbasol Audi, choosing to stay out and fight Martinez, who has pitted. So you'd think, I would have think about pitting right there. No reason to fight this guy. But pit window's kind of hectic. Hard to keep track of everything that's going on.
Very, very hard. Seeing Thomas Greer go a little side by side there with Watts and the watermelon Mercedes there. Actually, that's is that this Normandu? Normandu from behind actually must have passed Greer. Watts is way farther up the field. This is Normandu, Boo Watermelon. Sliding past Greer, who's now under fire from Rimzik. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, Rimzik's all over him right now. But while you keep an eye on that, I'm going to watch Damiani, because he's eventually going to pit. He's gotta. Wait, Scott has served his pit, and yet he's ahead of Ambrose. How'd that happen?
And Ambrose pitting early there might have gotten caught up in traffic.
Yeah, it can't be going well for him. Yeah, his last lap was second, a whole second down from his previous best. But yeah, so now we see Josh coming into the pit, and he was our P2 effectively. Let's see if he kept it. Nice pit stop. Just a splash of fuel and go.
We'll look to see where Ambrose is in relation to him. Josh might have pulled off the winning strategy here. Let's see.
Yeah, he's not out of the pits yet. Got a final corner. Ooh, a little bit onto the sand. And he's on. And he is now our race leader.
Wow.
Executing a flawless pit stop. A clean first stint, and that was good enough to set him up perfectly for the second stint. Wait, what? What's going on? It says, sorry, I was looking at, yeah, so Josh is effectively our race leader. Unless Anderson did an even better job. But his last laps were okay. So I'm not sure he's going to be able to snag the P1 out of this. But the real surprise here, where did Mike Scott come from in the plaid Ferrari?
Great question. He found himself maybe with the best strategy out of everybody, and it might not be enough for the win, but
he's certainly about to be the podium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, he was just doing his own race in his own world, and everybody else kind of filtered themselves to effectively be behind him. But what a peculiar livery. I've never seen a plaid to black fade livery before. And there he goes past Boardman and Constantine as they serve their pit stop. So who are this? Holmes reeling in Martinez. And they're fighting for effectively P5 or P6, P7.
Tough to say. I mean, we'll have to see where Anderson is substitution.
Oh, true. Where's Mr. Anderson? Just enters the pit, and substitution as well. We got to see where these guys come out.
Yep, this will be the real tail right here.
Anderson hits his spot. A slow stop for him. He's still sitting there. What's he doing?
But what happened to subtrition?
Yeah, what? He's just sitting here.
Is he taking tires?
No, they didn't take tires. Maybe they just took more fuel.
Yeah, half fuel.
By the way, Anderson comes out. He's got one more cornered around. It doesn't look like he's fighting anybody for it, though. And he's going to come out and P3. Oh, not how you want to start your next stint. But yep, P3.
Okay. So as it stands, Damiani P1, Mike Scott P2, and Anderson P3.
Chaos. Oh.
Oh boy.
What happened here?
That is not the spot. It looks like he collected a Bentley there too.
Ooh, into the sand.
Oh, that is.
Oh
not the
wow!
spot.
What an evasion! Oh no! Oh, so there is a victim after all. Could have been worse, but far from ideal.
It's like Hartman here is setting up a move on Constantine.
Oh yeah, it's about to pop off here. McLaren looks up the inside, thinks about it, but remembers the corner up ahead.
Ferrari dips a little bit of the outside tire in the gravel there.
Oh, and Watts just loses 4 positions right now, it looks like. Down to P20. But there's too much action on screen right now to check that out. Oh, look at the run.
Oh, yeah.
It's good enough to think about going up the inside.
Here comes Boardman.
Oh, but he gets held up by the wiggling Ferrari, so now we got a Barbasol cannon in his rear mirror. It's chaos right now. Oh, and we have a stop-go 30 for Watts.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure what that was for. Didn't catch what happened earlier.
Must have been speeding into the pits. Ferrari a little wide, opening the door there.
Oh, both these pairs of drivers almost... Oh, yep. Everybody has to put the fight on pause to trickle through blue flag. Oh, and they make contact coming out after the apex. The Ferrari oversteers into the wall. Naughty, Mr. Boardman. Well, I don't know who's at fault for that, but he survived, so I think he's the bad guy. And that leaves Gardner his shot to take a bite out of this guy. I want to ride along, because I think a pass is about to happen. Why does my game audio not... I have no game audio.
Huh.
Or desktop audio.
Boardman getting a little squirrely there. Good avoidance from Gardner to take a freebie there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Boardman and Colin Shea find themselves together. I'll grab the replay of this one. Boardman goes a little wide, coming side by side in the corner, hits the curb. Oh.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix my game audio.
Further back, Norman Dew spinning there, and the kink coming up the hill. And here's what I like to see. Bentley on Bentley battle. This is Rohrer on Curtis Lee. San Diego Motorsports versus Bentley Boys Club.
Forgive me, folks. I'm trying to run through some settings to try and figure out why my game audio isn't working.
Rohrer just clips a little sausage there. Making way for our race leader, Damiani. Damiani's kind of running away with this one. He's still got that 12.5, 13-second gap to P2 on Mike Scott.
Yes, he is. I hope my desktop audio is working now. Sorry everybody who's missing out the game audio for however long. Let me check the stream comments to get some confirmation it's working, because I'm not watching the stream right now. Out the game audio for, yes, it's working.
Nice.
And yeah, Neltak, you're not crazy. My headset was kind of crackling for a bit, even for my audio source to me, because my battery was dying, so it was dying. Sorry about that. We got Ambrose flying through, Chris Holmes flying through some blue flags. So let's go to the current closest battle right now. Creaky on Fogo. These two drivers have gotten really familiar with each other through this race. Haven't been able to
shake a little familiar there.
Yeah, thinking about the outside, but ends up taking a little bit too much curve and goes way too deep in the brakes. And now that has made this a four-way battle for P15. Fogus, Creaky, Formigel, and Spaghetti. Oh, and Creaky thinking about it, thinking about it. I need a wider angle camera for this. Oh, getting squirrely in the pit. Oh, Kovac up ahead, off track. Looks like he's not going to lose too much time for it. He keeps it straight. And he tucks back on track. And he's either getting blue flagged or that is a blue flag. And up ahead, Holmes still fighting Martinez, about a second between the two. And Subchition reeling in Anderson for P3. Fight for the podium right now. And I think we've seen Subchition has the pace to make something happen. So let's watch this as these two navigate a blue flag. Oh,
oh boy.
Releases Subchition, but Ambrose gets a little blocked behind him. I wonder if he thought he just had to he only had one car approaching him. But, yeah, there he goes. Now he lets him through. Dave having a big moment off track in Sector 3, but gets it back on, only losing one position. So let's get back up to this fight as P4 and P5 navigate more blue flags, and I think they've still got even more blue flags. Let's hop on with Ambrose. Right up ahead, fighting for P4. Three-way fight for P3, actually. I was just saying there are no blue flags here. What a rude delivery. Damn, he fell off.
Love that. Jess, it looks like in the chat they're saying you could maybe turn the game down a little bit.
I'm sorry, you're right. When I go on board, yeah, sorry, that was a different audio sync. My bad, guys.
Gotcha.
That was a different audio sync, so it had a different balance. That should be better.
Okay. Said you can bump yourself up a little bit too.
Okay. Yep. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for the patience. Yeah. I could use an assistant and more hardware. But up ahead, Subchition has all the hardware he needs. He's up the inside for P3, going around the outside actually. We need to see that from a better angle. Wow. Wow.
Anderson and the Lamborghini might have been a little sideways coming down there.
Okay, so yeah, Anderson goes deep, cuts the corner slowly, and yeah, so Substitution gets around cleanly. So that leaves Anderson to stave off Ambrose, who he's going side by side with down the last straight. As they cross the finish line. But that leaves Anderson with the inside. And Anderson crowds him off the track. Maybe thinking he was passed already or not knowing how wide the track is. But yeah, showing Anderson the business, leaving him in P5. Or
volleyball.
Yeah.
Too big.
But let's go back to the middle of the pack where newcomer Rohrer is going side by side with Spaghetti, where you don't want to be going side by side ever. Wow. So he ducks out just in time. That could have ended very poorly.
Audi goes a little deep. We saw this just a second ago.
And Rohrer does go up the inside and takes the corner.
And now Foguth.
Getting a little squirrely. Well. Foguth actually loses his position because he oversteered.
Yep.
What a hectic couple moments that was. Let's jump up ahead to Krinky, who's had plenty of action already this race, but he's reeling in Rimsick once again. Gets a pretty good run into Sector 3, or the end of Sector 2. Oh, really squirrely here. Better exit, but he gets covered off. Not able to get the best exit he could have. And
being
I
shown
think,
blue
yeah,
there for Damiani, our race leader.
Yeah, the very recognizable, what is that, violet or purple Aston. But that does mean Rimsick is shaking him, and Rohrer is reeling him in. Oh, Krinky's about to get the move done on Rimsick, and he does. Ooh. Follows. So Rimsick got blue flagged, and it looks like he followed him through. Rimsick's going to be a little mad about that, I think.
Yeah, just bad timing there, but that's racing. Gotta pick your moments, and might have picked a little wrong there.
Ooh, that Ferrari gets a little too much curb there. Gets a lot of rotation. Gets a very late apex exit. Rohrer maybe could have gone around the outside there, getting a straighter run, but he wasn't able to pull it. Oh, and look at the pip. We got 3 cars going into one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can we get a replay of that with a better angle? Oh, tries to get on the racing line while there's McLaren there.
Just bad timing for the two of them. Jaworski getting the worst of it.
Yep. Looks like Ambrose up ahead at P4 is almost reeled in Substitution. Looked for a moment like he got a really good run there. but that move is still going to be a couple laps or turns in the making. So Roarer gets up the inside of Formigal, who went cooked it a little bit too much on the brakes. And he easily tucks ahead. Got a blue flag situation here. Two cars trying to go into one. Oh, even more drama. Oh, they definitely touched each other there, didn't they?
They must have.
I'm not sure who they were though. Oh, and I'm missing the action up front. Ambrose gets around Subtition. What? They trade spots. I'm sorry, I gotta get a replay of this. Oh, that was Subtition trying to get around blue flags. I was looking at the blue flags. Oh, it's chaos here.
On the inside.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna be mad about that.
Yep. Ambrose finds himself P3. Subtition gotta fight back again. Coming up on 10 minutes left in the race.
Well, let's jump back to P17. Formigal trying to hold off Spaghetti. Oh, even closer though is up ahead is Roarer. Oh, he sees Rimzik go way deep, kind of slow out. Can he line up a better apex on this? Oh, he's kind of hesitant on the throttle. Oh, and the McLaren goes way too wide, but maintains the inside. Can he get the switch back? He can. Well, he can try. He's got the slightest amount of overlap. But that's enough to give him the inside. Surely he's got this corner. Don't mess up the brakes. Take the apex, cover it off. Job done. Don't mess up the exit. Very nice pass from Roarer, one of our newcomers.
Yeah, good to see he's putting on a show for us in his first race out.
And Subtition and Ambrose have once again traded spots. I don't want to miss that, actually. Or I did already, didn't I? Wanted to get the move done into turn 2, but it's so hard. So Norman Doe, about to go into the rear end of Foguth. Very close there. I'll leave him in the pip. He's got a major run trying to go around the outside into the corkscrew. Oh, but McLaren is there instead. Gotta try again. Also got Ambrose and Subtition nearly going 2x2. Or alongside.
They really want this last podium spot here.
So we got a fight up ahead of the current fight for P3. We got Subtition, Ambrose, and Anderson fighting for P3, and I think a blue flag somewhere in here, right?
Yes,
yeah, the guy in front's a blue flag. Both, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so this is nuts. They got to get out of the way, like right now. This is a podium fight with 6 minutes to go. You got to get out of the way, guys. Oh my God, Subtition's gonna be furious. So Subtition says, "I'm done with this." He goes up the inside.
Yep.
Followed by Ambrose and Anderson. Okay.
Little worried there with Ambrose following through.
So that leaves still one more blue flag, who honestly also should have gotten out of the way at the same time. Who is continuing to stay in front.
Through all this mess too, Anderson and Lamborghini's still there.
Yep.
You see him in the screen.
So again, we still see the blue flags. We see it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's ride along substitution. These are the blue flags up ahead of them. That's a blue flag lapping a blue flag, followed by the camera POV of our third position driver. So I don't know what this Mercedes is thinking, but he should not be here. Let's see how much he's holding up substitution by being there. If I were substitution, I'd be a little bit bothered because P2 is only 4.5 seconds up ahead. So it's doable, but he has no time to waste at all.
Yep. Yep, if I'm him, I'm giving flashers.
Oh yeah.
Non-stop here. This is even just
oh, and here's his moment.
Here we go.
Blue flag gets in the sand, so he goes up the inside. And he does not fight it off. But that's not the only car. Yep. Okay, so he knows that there are more behind him, and they both drivers, P3 and P4, Ambrose and substitution.
Ambrose in the wall.
Oh no. Oh, so that lost him one position to Anderson. Oh, and more chaos. I think that was a blue flag McLaren. Super Dave. Yeah. Super Dave got caught in this fray. So, what happened here? Oh no, he just had an off track. I'm looking at the wrong guy. Different white McLaren. Wow, that way too much happened right there. So, I'm sure the driver's briefing just got a half hour longer. Every time that this happens, it does.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's a reason that when lap cars get approached by faster drivers, we have a flexible but firm but gentle policy of please get the hell out of the way. And you just gotta have that racer's experience to know when, like, it just goes especially so when it's the podium fighters, and you're not in that battle. Gardner, who's had a bit of a recovery drive, I think this race, holding on to Holmes. If I were him, I think I'd be a little happy to be in the top 10, but maybe no, actually he's gained 2 whole positions. And you know, we normally have a third guy to talk about stuff, but now I've had to run my mouth and juggle the cameras and the broadcast, so I haven't even had a chance to look at the statistics. So our Holmes, who's right up ahead of Gardner, has actually gained 7 positions. Gardner's gained 2, Scott's gained 6, and Josh has gained 4. Some of our biggest winners are Colin Shea, who's gained 13 positions from the start, Spaghetti 14, Formigal 14, Lee 16. So quite a few big shuffles this race. Oh, and we have an off track. Jaworski, who's had a bit of a rough race, able to get back on track, so he'll be able to finish. Spaghetti all over Rimzik. And they are being blue flagged for, who is that? Substitution? Yes, it is. Substitution, who has fallen back a bit from Scott. P2 is 5 seconds up ahead. Probably not in too much of a hurry to get past these guys, more than just hold off Gardner, or hold off Ambrose and Anderson. But still, I wouldn't want to be caught behind these guys. That's got to be frustrating, because this is just every second that passes right now for him is just danger, danger, danger. And so one of them backs out, so now he's in a blue flag sandwich. And the other driver does go deep and let him through. Good to see. So now it's Anderson's turn to navigate this. Anderson and Ambrose. Gets an excellent run on the blue flag, goes up his inside, or around to the outside actually, so another blue flag sandwich. How's the McLaren going to react this time? I see flashing lights. And he ducks out of the gas, goes narrow and lets him through. And we got some more position swapping. Spaghetti and Normandu. Just blue flags everywhere is just throwing chaos into this mix. And oh, the Audi takes so much curb. Ends up going slow out of the apex and gets a little bump from the Mercedes. It's a miracle he's still pointing the right way. Oh, and they're racing hard right now with, what, 1 lap left to go? Maybe 2? Got a 4-way fight led by Spaghetti. Yeah, all 3 drivers behind this guy were racing for position.
Curtis Lee.
Oh no. Curtis, that's not where you want to be doing donuts.
Oh, he's just tried sending it a little too hard there.
Oh, we got bumper cars again. I was just madness trying to navigate the blue flags. It's like, oh, me go? No you? No me? No you? No me? No me.
Trying to look here. We'll have to see if there's going to be one more lap. Damiani's.
Yeah, there could be.
Damiani,
I think there is. Oh, just with like 2 seconds to spare. No, we'll see. Oh, it's going to be close. Nope, last lap. That's it.
Checker flag. Damiani takes P1.
And we are now the last sector. 4-way fight for P14 as Chris Lee gets in another moment. Yellow flag. Oh no! The Mercedes outbrakes late on the brakes, punts the McLaren, who's going to lose 4, 5 positions for that. Oh no! The steward's going to be furious with that.
Oh, that was egregious.
That will be investigated. Oh, and Hartman goes off before the corkscrew. And dives way across the corner. What is going on? What is going on? The positions shifting left and right. I don't think even the drivers know where they're finishing right now. I need a race crew or something.
Yeah.
Everybody does know what's going on right now. What a crazy race.
Yeah.
I legitimately am a little lost, but our winners, Damiani, did Scott manage to hold on P2 the whole time?
He did.
Totally under the radar. Quiet, black and red plaid fade Ferrari coming out of nowhere to show D2 how it's done and snag a surprise podium for P2. Very nicely done. Substitution having a commanding recovery drive after getting a drive-through right out the bat. So he's seen most of the field twice this race. I'm sure he's going to want to take a break and stretch and shower after this. He's got to be sweating. So can we get any of the podium finishers into the in the voice chat with us? Are any of them hanging about?
Let's see here. Trying to pull.
Can we find Josh? I found him. 1 sec.
Here we go. Mr. Damiani, well-driven P1 for you.
And what a drive. Good job, man.
Thanks, boys. That was a real tough one out there tonight. Lap one was dense, and I'm just gonna leave it at dense because there were cars everywhere. And then right off the start, I had that big Lamborghini of Anderson parked in my trunk, and I thought that was gonna go on all race. But yeah, it was a lot of fun out there. It's a good track.
Yeah, you seem to play a winning pitch strategy there, getting the timing right, coming out ahead of the guys that were next to you. I saw, I think Ambrose tucked in early, and you stayed out for a while and made it work. Did you have a plan coming into that, or what was your thought process for the pitch strategy?
I kind of little I guess a strategy reveal. I don't like pitting early. I didn't really want to go all the way to the end because I was in a bit of a groove, but the tires were also starting to get a little bit too hot. So I called it for right in the middle, and I'm curious as to what happened there because he had quite a bit of a gap on me, and then I don't think he even finished on the podium, if I'm correct.
No, he got caught up in an incident
Oh no.
later on in the race. They were caught behind blue flags, and I think him and Subchition just sent it through the corkscrew to get past a blue flag, and he kind of washed out on the gravel and ended up losing a position there too. But that aside, you played everything to perfection, came out of the pits with a healthy lead, and even extended it. I think you finished maybe even 15 seconds ahead of P2. So absolutely dominating performance from you.
Yeah, that was great.
Good to see you on the top spot again. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Hope to be here again soon.
Oh, yes, you will for number 4.
All right, later, Josh. Boys. We'll catch you later.
All right, who else we got? Mike Scott?
Yes, sir.
Oh, oops. There we go. Hey, Mike. Great job. Is this your debut race here? Snagging a P2 out of nowhere?
It's my debut podium, yeah.
Awesome job, man.
Yo, hey.
And we were so confused on where you came from. It seemed like out of the pits, you just kind of popped into P2. I mean,
yeah, there's some incidents. After watching the pro, I just knew I had to keep it on the track. So just keeping it on the track, keeping it clean.
Yep,
that's all I did all race. Yep, I was super careful. I didn't have any great lap times in the race, but I just kept it on the track.
Great job, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And I'm sure we're going to want to hear from Subchition because he had a very dramatic race. So
absolutely.
And he is in the cooldown room. I'll get him in here right now. Hey, Brandon, great job.
Hi.
What a race from you, man. We caught, I swear, like 80% of the broadcast had to have been fights with you. Because you just, I mean, you had a great qualifying, an okay start, but then you had a drive-through that sent you way down in the packet that you did manage to successfully fight through. You want to talk about that? How did that go? What was like going through your mind, and what were your biggest obstacles?
Just kind of annoyed because I didn't really know where the drive-through came from, and then it was just like kind of head down, kind of a little mad, but just drive. It was fun. That's kind of all I had going.
Well, did you get it right at the race start or what?
It was right at the race start.
Oh, so you must have been out of your box or speeding.
I guess.
Sorry, man.
I don't think I was speeding, but yeah, my teammate was P2 and then got disconnected and then got thrown to the back of the grid.
Yeah, we saw that. That sucks.
That was unfortunate.
Well, not as well as it could have gone, but you still got 3 more races in this season to show show everybody what you can really do.
Hopefully the Honda's okay on the other ones.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Y'all definitely got the pace.
Sweet.
Well, incredible drive from you there, Brandon. We saw towards the end there it got a little hectic with the blue flags in front of you, but you managed to pick the right line at the right time, and you and Ambrose and Anderson were all packed up in a 3-way there, and you made it work. So to come from serving a drive-through early and still put on the podium, that's honestly incredible. So kudos to you and congratulations. You got to be happy with that one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate with the blue flags, but
a little bit. It was a little crazy at the end.
It was crazy, but that's racing. You got to work around the guys in front of you, and yeah, it seemed like you were one of the best at it tonight for sure. That was That was a driver of the day type performance there.
Oh,
so.
for sure. For sure.
You're gonna make me cry.
No, I don't want to make you cry. I just want to make you come back next week.
Hopefully there won't be a drive-through. We'll get it.
Yep. Well, congratulations, Brandon. Hope to see you in here next week in the post-race interviews. So good luck to you at Paul Ricard.
Yep. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and with that, we are done with race 5. So like I said before, we do have 3 more races after this one. We have Paul Ricard, then the Hungaroring, and then a week off to practice for Mount Panorama. And then we'll be done with Season 3. Do you have anything more to share to close this out?
And that was a crazy race. I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay to kind of catch everything that we missed.
Oh yeah.
There was plenty of positions gained and lost, incidents left and right of off tracks, and I kind of want to get the whole story, but I think we caught
most of
important parts. Yep.
But there were certainly a lot of battles that were brewing for a long time where no positions even swapped, just close, clean racing the whole time. So great show from these drivers tonight, as is every night.
For sure. I'm sure there'll be lots of fist bumps between drivers tonight, giving each other kudos for a good race. That was really fun to watch, as always.
And some apologies.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But otherwise, that was a fantastic show. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did. And looking forward to next week. Paul Ricard.
See you then.